Hello guys, welcome to another video. It's Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody all over the world from Nigeria, etc. So yesterday of course was Friday and I took this bicep. I did partials and yeah, and that was that about the whole thing. But let's just jump straight down into the video so everyone can understand exactly what I've done and what I'm still expecting. So, yeah, for those of you that have been following before, you understand the reason why this low is here. It's because, of course, that is the creation of the liquidity that the market has generated. Because, based on how I've been looking at setups these days, market seems to create a certain trend, then come back, pull back to create liquidity, as we all know, going back up, then coming back down to do the same thing, then creates the liquidity to take out the previous liquidity and then continues like that, whereby you have then that way you have this guy as the liquidity that was taken, and the liquidity created definitely becomes this guy, and then you firstly have say like a mitigation of some sort around here that would then take price higher. So somewhere like here before the whole mitigation is taken out, either it has created mitigations like twice or three times, right? So with that being said, let's jump straight into the analysis for Friday. So let's start from the hourly time frame. What am I seeing? What did I do? What exactly prompted me into jumping into that trade? All right. Now, remember, the first thing needed is to seek to look for inducements, right? Once you have inducements, every other thing would play in line with your strategy and everything, but you need to be patient as well to actually take on trades and when to actually take on trades. So on the 1 hour time frame, on the hourly time frame, what we see? We can see here we've generated so many liquidation below here. I mean, look at first up, almost touching close to it, mitigating this guy, of course. Also, this one also mitigating this guy. And then finally, what do you have after those series of mitigations? You have this inducement right here. All right, we've seen an inducement on the hourly time frame. The next thing we should look for is what's the creation of liquidity. But the creation of liquidity will mean one thing. It means what? After the liquidity has been created, it would go higher to take another form of liquidity, right? Before it can come back down to take out the previous liquidity. Now, so what does that mean in essence? This is the trend right now. You have, sorry, you have this sweep. Let's stop there for a moment. Let me change the chart into, or let me hide my candles. Just a moment. So I'll add my candles. 1, 2, 3. This is exactly what price action gave right now. Okay. So I'm gonna off my candles. Um, where do we do that stuff? Table view. See here. Candles. Okay, let's just make it a line or something. Or better still, let me just drag this closer here. I'll change this back to candles. Okay. So this is what we have. But for price to take out anything now, we need to first understand what price has already taken, right? Or what it has swept. Now, this here is a sweep of liquidity. Beautifully fine. This here, and then this here right here is the next liquidity that the market presented to us. So this is the next thing that it needs to take. But before it takes that, it needs to do something. What is that? It needs to come up close, create its own liquidity to take the previous liquidity. Then you see what? You see a mitigation of some sort, right? Then what happened? Price is gonna come back down, right? It happens like clockwork, guys, like clockwork. Price is gonna come down, take that particular liquidity, and then do what? Boom. Where's the liquidity? This is it right here. Simple, no stress, nothing too big about it, right? So it's the same thing, the same follow-up that I'm using, or the same framework I'm using to actually take this up. Now, let's do the same analysis. We have the trend, right? We have the liquidity. You can use this guy, no problem. You can use the other guy, no problem. You can use this, no problem. But what do you see? A sweep. It created liquidity low, taking out liquidity, right? Took out liquidity. And then what happened? Price came back down to take liquidity again to go back higher. Now, would it come to this high right here? Probably. But what firstly do we see or do we think would make sense? We are seeing that price is respecting our story. We can see that price is giving us just that hope that yes, this shit works, this stuff it literally works. Otherwise, why would price respect this guy right here? It's simple, right? So let's jump down to lower time frame. Let's make the analysis of why the trade was taken, its CC, and its likes. All right. Now, I was actually on this trade before because this guy right here before seemed to look like my liquidity for me. But then what do I notice in price? I noticed then my TP was actually at this high right here. That was the first setup. Let me claim this first. That was my first setup. And my TP was actually here. But what I've noticed was I saw a bunch of liquidity. Like it was just too much, guys. Like just too much. But even with that, I needed this high to be taken first before I'd go for the next entry. And what did I do? I did this. My SL was big, but it was worth it. I did this. I targeted what? The highs. I think I did about 1 to 3 because I don't like a 1 to 2. So I do mostly about 1 to 3. So like so, yeah, I did 1 to 3. So when I saw the sweep of that particular region, I understand something. Okay, what is the next thing for me to do? The second mitigation has not happened here. So I needed that mitigation to happen. It was necessary for it to happen. Right now, because it was necessary, definitely this could be my point of entry. Just to stay safe, then I ride price to the extreme highs that I was targeting so far, which was this high. Right? That was the chart. That was it. Immediately I got mitigated. I saw a break of structure. I said break even. I took partials. And yeah, and this is the next one. Still the same story, still the same highlights, still the same storyline. Look at it again. What do we see? We see this particular push creating the liquidity. And what happened? Going back up, creating for us some certain kind of trend line internally here, right? To tell us what price is definitely going to take out those bad boys, right? I mean, that's what liquidity does, and boom, and that's what's happening right now. So now, if this trade is going to eat TP, we don't know yet, but one thing is for sure, we've definitely secured profit, and also the system and module works. Remember, I'm still putting these things together, trying to see how it works in the long run. Then we can start to focus on this stuff really works. If there's anybody doing this out there already, no problem. Please, you can, DM me, show me. I'm open to learning. I'm a student of knowledge, and I hope everyone as well is. And I hope you all have a great night rest or a great day because it's night here. So you guys have a great day ahead, and I wish you all happy Valentine's Day one more time. Bye, everyone. Peace, guys.